Hey everybody, it's Cowboy Bob. Welcome back. I want to introduce a series of couple of videos that I have coming up where I'm going to work with a horse that lives at a rescue. However, she has severe trust and anxiety issues and will not allow humans to get near her. She will not allow anyone to touch her, or she can't be caught. So you're going to see in real time how I work with this horse and solve problems to be able to catch her for the first time, break her to a lead rope, and even put a couple of rides on her. So stay tuned. I think that you're going to find this pretty interesting. Hey everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Carly, the rescue horse. She has lived on the rescue for several years. However, she's feral and has a lot of trust and anxiety issues, and this is typical behavior for her. Anytime anyone comes into the pasture, she just moves off. So I want to work with her to get her over this so that staff or volunteers can catch her easily and handle her safely. So the first step is I need to be able to approach her and get her over her initial fear. And you can see here she knows that I'm focused on her. So even getting within 50 yards of her, she just takes off across the pasture. So how am I going to go about solving this problem? Well, I'm going to use similar techniques that I would use in a round corral in terms of pressure and release. But at this point, there's no way to get her in a round corral because anytime you start to move towards her, she just moves around you. And she won't even respond to food. She will not take food from humans at all. So I have to figure out a way to use pressure and release tactics, but out in the open pasture. Now, horses are hypersensitive to any movement or body language, even at great distances. So if I'm patient and I keep my movement steady, even though I'm far away, I can use pressure and release to get her to begin to accept me. So the trick is to see how close she'll let me get to her without her dashing off. And if that's 60 yards, then that's just where I start. And I'll know if I'm beginning to make progress as long as she stays calm and keeps her head down and she looks at me with two eyes. And as I approach her, even if she begins to move off, I'm perfectly okay with that as long as she is just walking off and she's keeping her head down and she's relaxed. If her head comes up and she starts to move off quickly, then I know I'm doing too much and I need to release her and back off a little bit. And I'm always looking for ways to help them make a better choice. So when they're moving away from me and they're giving me their hindquarter, I'm going to start to swing around to their front to help support them looking at me with two eyes. And she's beginning to move off again here, and that's fine. This is where if I keep myself steady and I'm patient and I'm calm, I can continue to make progress. So I just wait for her to stop before I do anything more, and then if she's stopped and she's relaxed, then I continue to approach her. And I'm going to swing around again. There's two eyes. That's what I'm looking for. She's got great shape, and I like what she's doing, so I can continue to press on. So again, I'm going to position myself to support her making a better choice. And you can see she's thinking, should I stay or should I go? And she decides to put her head down and take a step toward me. So I'm going to back up and reward that behavior and actually invite her to come closer to me. And you're about to see the first big breakthrough with this horse. And I just can't say it enough. By staying patient and being steady and calm, allowing your horse to make their own choices and not worrying about how long things take, I can actually get more done faster with this horse. And you can see here she's coming over to me and giving me a look, and that's probably the first time in her adult life, maybe her entire life, that she's approached a human on her own without being worried. And then she steps away from me. That's perfectly natural and to be expected. So I don't want to walk directly toward her. I don't want to push her. I move around her, circle again towards her front, help her make a better choice. And there we go. We got two eyes again. And look at her now. Look at her ears. She's moved from being cautious to being curious. and she's perfectly relaxed. So I give her a second to think, or just whatever time she needs, and here she comes again. She's going to walk over, put her head down, and give me a sniff. And now I know that I've got this feral horse with me. And so sometimes things don't go right, and you have to expect that. So here we have a friend coming over who's a little bit jealous and wants to get in there, and so he nudges her away, pushes her off, and I've got to get rid of him so that I can get back to working with her. So I'm going to shoo him away, but in the process of shooing him away, I have to bring my energy up. And when you bring your energy up around a worried horse, the first thing they're going to do is move off, and that's what she does here. So that's okay. I'm going to show you how I recover from this. She moves behind that tree where she feels a little bit safer, and I'm just going to let her go back there, see what she does. And she pops out the other side of that tree, and she's a little wound up. So to recover from this, I just need to slow way down and let her move off, wait for her to stop, and then once she stops, then I can go back to approaching her. I can move her around to her front again and get 2 eyes, and that way she can recover very quickly and get back with me. And just look at how far this horse has come. After being a feral horse in a pasture for years and full of mistrust, just goes to show you that these techniques and being patient really do work and will really help any horse get over difficult problems. And so this is actually the following day, and I really didn't want to work her too much on this day. I just wanted to reinforce what we had already accomplished. And you can see here, she's actually seeking me out in the pasture now. She's perfectly calm and relaxed, completely with me, and came over to check me out and give me a sniff and maybe even get a carrot. And here I'm teaching her to follow me around a little bit, and that's really important because in the next session, we're going to work in the corral. And if I can get her to follow me into the corral on her own, then she's going to be a lot calmer, and corral work is going to go a lot better for both of us. So I've accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish in phase 1. I am able to approach her without her running off, and got her connected with me, and even got her to follow me around a little bit. So in phase 2, we'll get her in the corral. I'm going to put a halter on her for the very first time and begin to do some rope work with her. So until then, this is Cowboy Bob signing off. Stay tuned.